How do you create art? How do you add meaning? How do you communicate memories? Everything you have felt, done, understood, and move towards forge the memories that create the backbone of your art. The mind melts the mundane with the absurd to show the insanity of reality merely tempered by a familiarity, dampening the meaning that turns moments to memories. The creative continuum turns meaningful memories into memorable moments with a structure that guides imagination through creativity to make the most out of your memories, memories that can be strung through life's paths to create relatability to your audience. To be immersed in the world where your connection resides, your art must construct a world where the audience desires to be part of the world or the change it is going through. The character alone is not enough. You need the world that creates the character, whose actions incite change, a change similar to the change your audience may want to make as well. A sense of belonging is needed for both the character and the audience to not only remain in this new environment, but also to go farther than ever thought possible. Only then can you have a sense of play that helps us grow as they find their purpose, a purpose that gives not only a goal, but a reason. The third segment of a story, the segment that embodies the play a character must have to experience growth, can be broken down into 5 scenes that define the character's growth as it winds into a direction that shows what their purpose is, a purpose guided by talent, passion, and need. Sitting at his computer, Stark opens up a file for his new project. He muses to himself that he doesn't know who to trust. Before he was worshipped. But this world doesn't have a place for this new Tony's lack of belonging has him isolated. After the initial development process, we get to see Tony testing individual parts. Pepper comes to check on him, showing how isolated he is as he is very unaware of her and what she is bringing to him. She tells him Obadiah is upstairs and he joins them to discuss trouble within the company. Obadiah asks to see what he is working on, something to bring back to the company. But Tony refuses, isolating himself more, unsure of who to trust. Continuing his progress, Tony puts together the parts of his suit that will enable him to fly. This success after many failed attempts is the growth that gets Tony excited for what he can bring to the world. Excited by this development, he puts together the suit and goes out for a test flight. He checks his abilities and limitations to ensure he knows what he is capable of. The suit still has a ways to go to be ready, but Tony is content to take a small break. Nursing a small headache, Tony sees the package Pepper brought, a kind and personal gift that gives Tony a strong purpose to protect the world and to protect his new relationships. Tony's excitement is in full swing, but still doesn't trust anyone. He keeps everything on a private server, keeping to himself as he processes the changes he needs to make. He is still in an emotion of disgust, but his behavior is far more introverted this time. He does this because he doesn't know who will use this or how they would, but he values doing good with it, and so keeps it to himself till he is ready. The value obtained from this segment is a sense of purpose. This is key in driving the rest of the story forward. This sense of purpose will allow him to push through the shock and struggles of being tested. It will allow him to connect with who he really is, with who is by his side, and who he has to be for the world. This value is what creates a line for him to traverse moving forward with his life, giving his life direction. Tony's life has always been sporadic, building something for someone else, jumping from excitement to excitement, keeping himself entertained and distracted, no matter what they cost. This value here, more than any other, changes all that. For the first time, Tony has a life path, a way to move forward with purpose, a goal to achieve. In order to understand how to write, there are 2 sides to the coin. Narrative is a reflection of who we are, and yes, that is unhelpful when you see how we are all unique. But at our core, there is something that binds us all. We all need the care that instills trust that provides hope. We all need the security that instills agency that provides will. We all need the belongingness that instills play that guides our purpose. We all need the esteem that is influenced by validation that gives us confidence. We all need the understanding that creates an identity that fills us with fidelity. We all need an aesthetic to show us the beauty of intimacy that fills our lives with love. And we all need to self-actualize as we give back and learn to care for others. This connection between life and narrative shows us that to understand narrative is one part of the puzzle, but the other part, the part that provides meaning and depth to our narratives, is to understand ourselves. As such, take a moment to stop, like this video, and then think of a time that you lost trust in someone, a time where you found a new purpose, where your exploration and growth led to becoming something greater. Remember how something changed your life, made you feel like you belonged, helped instill a sense of play, and gave you a life to live. Use this to fuel your narratives. Remember the emotions, behaviors, beliefs, and values that took place during this time and use that to build your characters. The beginning of your narrative starts by understanding yourself. Through this, you can begin to add meaning to your narrative. The Creative Continuum is here to help with both deciphering your memories as well as organizing and creating your narrative. Subscribe to continue this series and visit our Patreon to support and gain access to our GPT, which turns ChatGPT into the ultimate writing partner based on our structure.